Thank you, Ravi Prakash. Dr. Amar Patnaik.
So since short in time, so I'll come straight to the point relating to the threshold for certain creditors for initiating the resolution process, particularly with reference to the real estate sector and the home buyers. So adding to the concern which has been expressed by the other honorable members, I would like to say that whether the classification which is being brought out, that minimum 10 people or minimum 100 or 10 people, whichever is less, 10% or 100, whichever is less, whether it is a reasonable classification to achieve the purpose of whatever is the objective that is to be achieved. And I would guess the objective is to avoid frivolous kind of complaints. But for avoiding frivolous complaints, Supreme Court's judgment clearly says that the penalty would be about 1 crore. So whether it would meet the ends of justice if you have this kind of a classification separately, particularly when the operational creditors can also file a case if they have 1 lakh, if the threshold is 1 lakh. And the other financial creditors also have the threshold of 1 lakh. A ticket size of a home buyer which could be 25 lakhs, he would not be able to file unless he gathers this 10 people. So whether this will meet the reasonable classification is something that bothers me. The second aspect is the supply of critical goods, particularly by the MSME sectors. An MSME sector who is the operational creditor who is supplying certain things, it itself may be under stress because it has not received the payments, past dues. And whether it would be able to supply again, even if there is a performance guarantee given, is something it has to be considered, because otherwise it itself will get into NCLT. The third aspect is the liabilities for prior offenses. So many of the companies, big companies, have huge outstandings of water tax and electricity dues in the states. Now those are state government receipts, those are municipal receipts. Now if you waive those off while when a new management comes, the state government would be left high and dry, the municipal bodies would be left high and dry. Whether that would be acceptable is something that one has to consider. So the licenses and permits not to be terminated due to insolvency is, I think, a very good clause, which basically ensures that the company is able to maintain as a going-on concern and maximize the value of the assets. The other aspect which is good about the bill is that it fixes a particular date for the resolution professional's appointment and the resolution process to start. So overall, I would say that the biggest concern here is, as honorable member was saying, the real estate sector, the home buyers probably may feel that they have got a raw deal by the introduction of this particular clause in Section 7 of the code. The other aspect which I would like to highlight is the fact that while the supply of goods would be a big problem for the MSME sector, it might also interfere in the contractual engagement arrangement which is already in force. So it is not clear whether an additional contract has to be signed during the moratorium period between the resolution professional, late corporate data, and the company. So I think the rules may be able to probably satisfy some of these concerns, or it may be possible to, or since there are so many amendments coming about, so I think it might be another amendment that will be required in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Patnaik ji.